Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I guess I better do it this way. No, maybe not. This way is better. This is Lounging with Lisa, the video series that has me lounging. Well, coming at you with thoughts of the day, I wanted to let you know a couple things that went on a little bit ago. I've had a beer. Remember, just this morning I said I like to have a drink whenever the weather turns. Okay, I'm in the sunroom, ladies and gentlemen. And the reason why I'm in said sunroom is because, as my boss used to say in the old days, I douched it out. Yes, I cleaned out the sunroom wildly. And I moved furniture around, which caused my pain condition to skyrocket, ladies and gentlemen. And nothing seemed to work today, so I've just been writhing in pain. Meanwhile, an adventure, there's always an adventure here around the Hauserman compound. Mother, of course she wanted to get a dinner. That's not the adventure. Over at the Park Fire Hall. I think I mentioned that this morning during my morning video. And I have that shirt, I have a sweatshirt on inside out. Anyhow, so, yeah, she wanted to go over to the Park Fire Hall, la-di-da. Next thing I know, everything has been moved in this room, and I was, you know, how it goes. When you go to clean one thing, the whole house explodes, and there's stuff outside, and things moved here and there. And she called and said, oh, when will you be ready? And I said, oh, give me a little bit of time. Next thing I know, ladies and gentlemen, by the way, behind me you're seeing a map, the trail that Gus and Woodrow took to Montana from Lonesome Dove, Texas. That's what that is. And then there's some artwork that Spencer did when he was little, the child. And then we have Gus and Woodrow up here. And that's a chalkboard, by the way. So whenever, now, like if I go live wildly from here, we can play games and I can write stuff on the chalkboard. Isn't that exciting? So, okay, moving along with this ridiculous story. Suddenly, Mother calls me back and says, you're going to have to come rescue me right now. I'm dumping gas all over the ground. There's something wrong with the vehicle. This was down at Sheets here in Conneaut Lake, or what some of the locals call Sheetses, because they can't speak English even though they were born and raised in America. You know what I mean? So, it's called Sheets. It's not Sheetses, it's whatever. So, I leaped in Edna. Well, I can't really leap in Edna wildly. It is freezing out. It's like 20 degrees, and of course her windshield's frozen. So I had to sort of thaw her out, but by the time I got there, our neighbors, the Sobieskis, were there. Mark and his son Justin. Justin's friends with Spencer. And her battery was dead at this point. So what happened was her overflow valve on the car was not working appropriately, ladies and gentlemen. So therefore, she does not have a leak in her gas tank. It was simply just one of those deals where it should have said shut it off and it didn't. So it wasn't her fault or anything. She's not completely losing her mind, but she is going to be 91 on Sunday. And the Sobieski kid went in and got her battery. And of course, nothing will stop us from having dinner, ladies and gentlemen. So we did. We drove over in Edna. Thank God I saw my friend Karen there, like my best friend. Karen Morrison, of whom I never, well, I've spoken before, I think. She's a nurse. So, yeah, we visited. They serve a piece of fish the size of my head. So I was able to bring home a lot of leftovers for Perpetch. But I had a beer. And when I say beer, I mean a beer. It's something like Paul Bunyan would drink or something. I mean, it was huge. And I said, Mother, I think this is helping my pain because nothing has worked today at all. It's just been a horrible, hideous situation. And she's like, I'll have another. I'm like, I cannot have another. My mother encouraging me to have another as I'm driving, you know, home. So I did not have the other. I'm home. That's all. I just thought I'd keep you updated. I'm elated beyond recognition that the chipmunk has been set free. And I've got Marie lurking around and all kinds of interesting things happening here in the sunroom. The famous, I even washed the curtains, ladies and gentlemen. That's unheard of. Okay, Lounging with Lisa, the video series, and as we lounging while coming at you with thoughts of the day. Please join me, join others, drop your political identities. Let's focus on issues. Leave labels at the door, research before you judge, and war is a racket. I don't have it handy. And tomorrow, the game at 2:30 is going to be like a potpourri of madness. It's going to be just a combination of wild stuff because I haven't had I worked on a lot of stuff last night, but I've been too busy, good land, doing other things today. Okay, that's it. Bye-bye now. Love you.